So let's have a look at the first of those cultures, and we're going to start with the culture that's at the very bottom, below the line, and that's called dead. A dead culture is one that actually no longer exists, and it's worthwhile just taking a moment to explore why we might be interested in a dead culture. If you think about some famous examples of huge organizations where the culture got so bad, so toxic, it actually brought the whole organization down. I'm thinking, for example, of Enron being a world-class case. If you haven't heard of Enron, just go online, look up in Wikipedia, and you'll see the backstory of that organization. The interesting thing about Enron was that it wasn't put out of business by its competitors, and it wasn't put out of business by a financial crisis in the economy. Its own culture brought it down. Now, that company no longer exists, and hence we refer to it as a dead culture. And they're useful to us in that we can learn what not to do with culture and inspire us to take culture seriously, because if we don't, that can be the end result. The two outcomes, the two symptoms, if you like, of a culture once it's died are typically twofold. Number one is they're often mocked. So the rest of the surviving organizations in the industry will often point at them and almost laugh at the ridiculous stupidity that allowed the organization's culture to get so bad and so toxic that it brought it down. So they end up being mocked. The second thing, of course, is this far more serious consequences. They often end up being sued because that wasn't in the game plan. It wasn't part of the strategy to put themselves out of business. And so more often than not, they end up either bankrupt or owing lots of money to lots of different stakeholders. So those are the two symptoms that typically show up when your culture is dead. Of course, we don't want to go there, and we're going to avoid that by working through this process.